So I wanted to make this video because I had seen yesterday that there was a coach that was saying, do not switch your affirmations. That's a limiting belief in itself right there. Like, you can't switch your affirmations or it's not going to work because your subconscious can't focus on it, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't matter, you guys. Like, she was, this person was like going off on people that were robotic affirming and nothing worked, right? So these people were like really upset and just freaking out. And she was like, don't come on my page and throw my people off track because it didn't work for you, and blah, 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 all this stuff. I want to say why sometimes robotic affirmations don't work. And it is like, in my opinion, like when I was doing Why Am I So Lucky, in my opinion, why this didn't work is because you don't have supporting actresses, right? So you have your main desire, like I am rich, right? Or for me, I am lucky. And like that can cover so many things, right? That, you know, if you're not thinking in the right way about every little thing that would make you lucky, like, oh, I'm so lucky to live in this house, I'm so lucky to have my son, I'm so lucky. If you're not thinking that way, like about everything, like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes that's why it doesn't work. Hang on a sec. Smurfs. Yeah, Smurfs. So when they say don't switch your affirmations, that is like the biggest limiting belief too. Like if you're affirming I'm rich and then like the next day you're like saying, you know, I'm getting so much money every day. That doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what affirmation you use. It's not going to change anything because it's not the point. The point is you are you no matter what, right? And you know what you want. You have it up here. It's in there. Like your higher self knows what you want no matter what you're saying. It knows because it's you. So like when people say like, oh, what if my higher self forgets what I want? Or what if I let it go and I stop thinking about it? Is my higher self gonna like know that I still want it? Yeah, because it's you. It's all you. So of course it's gonna know what you want. So like, you know, if you're changing the dollar amount or something like from 500 to 100,000, then yeah, maybe you might get 100,000 instead of 500,000. But like when it's a general affirmation and you're saying I'm rich and you decide that this just really isn't working for me and you want to use something that you feel will be less resistant or maybe something that sounds more natural, like I'm getting more money every day, I believe that I'm rich, it doesn't freaking matter, you guys. It really doesn't. Like, and honestly, in my opinion, the more like natural it is, like if you're saying like just random shit, like, sorry, I swore, but if you're just saying random stuff like I'm rich, I'm so happy because, you know, money comes to me this, that, and the other way, and I don't have to lift a finger for money. I feel like the more little neurons, because remember the video I made about neurons, the more neural pathways that you're making that all connect to this one I am rich thing, the better, because you're making more connections in your brain. When Sammy would say like, okay, pick one affirmation, one to three affirmations, and like I feel like it's a lot easier and better when it feels more natural. It's something that you would say normally, like I'm so fucking rich, like, you know, or I can't believe I just got this much money in the bank, like, you know, stuff like that. I feel like when it's like that and it's natural and it's not forced, because if you're forcing it, sometimes like you're more focused on getting something or not having it while you're affirming it, right? So I think that's why sometimes when you use like an affirmation, just go ham, it doesn't work, right? Because like I said, I was doing the Why Am I So Lucky, 165,000 affirmations. Like that's freaking ridiculous. Like nobody should have to affirm for 5 months 1,000 times a day and still not have what they want. So, you know, you can always write down I am rich and what that entails to you. Like, okay, if I was rich, what would I be doing? My cat just climbed up on the balcony and I'm really scared for him to fall because he's a fat cat. He's a Garfield for sure. But you write down, okay, I'm rich. What does that entail? That entails that, like, at the grocery store, like, I have all the money I need. So you know what triggers you need to pay attention to, and maybe, like, add some not even affirmations, just things that you can say while you're at the grocery store. Like, I'm so happy I have all the money I need every time I go grocery shopping. Just things that you can say, because it needs to entail everything. Like, and that's what the mental diet is, it kind of, but you just need to be able to, I don't know. I just think it's better to have more than one affirmation, and I just think more natural is better, because like when I was getting rid of a 3P and stuff, I was saying stuff like naturally, like I was like, nah, he fucking hates her, he wants nothing to do with her, he thinks she's repulsive. Like, I was just saying, I wasn't even affirming. I didn't change my affirmations, or like I didn't have one set affirmation. I just did what made me feel good in the moment, and I just said it and persisted in the idea of what I wanted until it hardened into fact. And it didn't take long. It took like a month. So I hate when people say you can't change your affirmations. It's like, okay, if you use an affirmation that I am rich and it feels really resistant to you, and you just keep trying to force it and push through it and not change your affirmation, like, don't change it because you don't think it's gonna work. But if it feels resistant and it doesn't feel good to say it, yeah, you can freaking change it. Don't let these coaches tell you can't change it. It's freaking stupid. Like, these coaches just make me laugh, dude. Like, they really do. Like, a lot of them contradict themselves, and I guess I do sometimes too, but it's just funny because they get really, really, really mad at, like, people for doing this, that, or the other, and I don't know, it just bugs me so bad. Anyways, yeah, so go ahead and change your affirmations if that affirmation doesn't feel good. If you're feeling good about your affirmation and you're just not seeing stuff yet, just keep going. But definitely add some little other supporting actresses. You have your main desire, I am rich, and then add like, oh, I get $100 a day. These are your supporting actresses, that support the main character. So it's like, yeah, I get $100 a day. Like, I feel so free because I have so much money. Like, things like that. Because the more little things that you're saying about this thing that you're rich, the more little added things, you're making those connections in your brain, and then it has these pathways to take, and it makes it a lot easier. So yeah, anyways, I love you guys. I will talk to you soon.